I have spent decades covering the intricate workings of the National Football League, and I have rarely seen a situation as strategically fascinating as the one currently unfolding at Hallis Hall. There is a specific kind of buzz that happens when a franchise starts to turn the corner and other teams across the league begin to take notice of the talent in the front office. Right now, the Chicago Bears are in that exact spotlight. I am seeing reports and whispers that a major figure within the organization could be on the move, and while losing a key mind is always a challenge, the potential compensation is something every Bears fan needs to understand. Before I dive deep into the mechanics of this potential departure and the 2 quality draft picks that would follow, I have a small favor to ask of you. If you want the most objective and detailed analysis of the Chicago Bears, please subscribe to this channel and hit that like button to help us grow. Also, I really want to hear from you today, so please leave a comment below and let me know exactly which city you are watching from. It is always great to see the global reach of our Bears family. Now, let us talk about the future of this front office and the draft capital at stake here. The name that is circulating most frequently in league circles is someone who has been instrumental in the recent rebuild of this roster. When you look at how this team has been constructed, you see a clear vision, and other organizations are desperate for that kind of leadership. The NFL has a specific system in place known as the Rooney Rule compensation, which was designed to reward teams for developing minority coaching and executive talent. If a key minority executive or coach is hired away to become a head coach or a general manager elsewhere, the original team is awarded 2 third-round compensatory draft picks. This is not just a minor footnote in the rulebook, it is a massive organizational advantage that can accelerate a rebuild or sustain a winning window. For the Bears, this means that if a high-ranking official, like the current assistant general manager, gets offered a top job in another city, Chicago would see a massive influx of draft capital. I want you to think about the value of a third-round pick in the modern NFL. These are not just flyers or long shots. These are the rounds where you find starting interior linemen, quality depth at linebacker, or a reliable third wide receiver. Getting 2 of those picks, essentially for free because you did a good job hiring talent, is a masterclass in front office management. I have watched Ryan Poles work over the last few seasons, and he is someone who understands that the draft is a game of probabilities. The more picks you have, the better your chances of hitting on a franchise cornerstone. If the Bears lose a key figure but gain 2 picks, they are essentially trading 1 brilliant mind for 2 potential starters on rookie contracts. It is a bittersweet reality of success in this league. When you win or when you show that your process works, other teams will try to poach your staff. It happened to the 49ers, it happened to the Eagles, and now it is happening here in Chicago. I think it's important to look at the specific individuals who are attracting this interest. We are talking about professionals who have helped navigate the salary cap and identified late-round gems. Their departure would leave a void in the meeting rooms, but the picks provided by the league would give Ryan Poles the ammunition he needs to continue building around our young core. I have seen how these compensatory picks can change the trajectory of a franchise. You can use them to move up in the second round, or you can keep them to fill out the roster with cheap, high-upside talent. As we move closer to the offseason, the speculation is only going to intensify. The Bears are no longer the team that people overlook. They are the team people want to emulate. I am keeping a very close eye on the interview requests that will inevitably come flying into Chicago. Every time a rival team asks for permission to speak with one of our leaders, it brings us 1 step closer to those 2 quality draft picks. It is a testament to the culture that Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles have established. They have created an environment where people grow and succeed. While it might feel like a loss to see a familiar face leave the building, we have to look at the bigger picture of roster construction. The draft is the lifeblood of the NFL, and adding more assets is always the right move for long-term sustainability. I will be here to break down every single rumor and confirmed move as it happens. We are looking at a pivotal moment in the franchise timeline. The news of these potential picks is a clear signal that the league respects what is happening in Chicago. It is an exciting time to be a fan, and an even more exciting time to be an analyst watching this play out. Stay tuned as we continue this deep dive into the second part of our report, where I will discuss exactly how these picks could be utilized.
In this second part of our detailed analysis, I want to focus on the tangible impact that these 2 third-round compensatory picks would have on the Chicago Bears roster and their overall draft strategy for the coming years. When we talk about quality picks, we are talking about assets that carry immense trade value and team-building potential. I have watched Ryan Poles operate through several draft cycles now, and he has a very specific profile for the players he targets in the middle rounds. He looks for elite athleticism, high character, and high football IQ. If the Bears are awarded these picks due to the departure of a key figure, they are essentially gaining 2 free swings at finding the next breakout star. I want to break down why the third round is so critical in today's NFL landscape. If you look at the rosters of the most successful teams in the league, like the Chiefs or the Ravens, you will notice that their depth is built through the third and fourth rounds. These are the players who might not be the day one superstars, but they become the glue that holds the team together during a long 17-game season. For the Bears, who are currently trying to solidify their offensive line and find more pass rushing help, having 2 extra picks in the top 100 is a game changer. It gives Ryan Poles the flexibility to be aggressive. He could package these picks to move back into the first round if a player he loves starts to slide. Or he could simply stay put and take the best player available to bolster the depth chart. I also want to discuss the timing of these picks. Usually, these compensatory picks are awarded at the end of the third round, but that does not diminish their value. In fact, having picks in that range allows a team to take risks on players with high ceilings who might have fallen due to minor injury concerns or because they played at smaller schools. I remember talking to scouts who always said that the draft really starts in the third round because that is where the true talent evaluation shows up. Anyone can pick a star at number 1 overall, but it takes a special front office to find a starter at pick 96. If the Bears lose a key franchise figure, it will certainly be a blow to the day-to-day operations, but the silver lining is immense. It also speaks volumes about the internal development within the Bears organization. For a long time, Chicago was not seen as a destination for top-tier executive talent, but that has changed under the current leadership. Other teams are looking at the Bears as a blueprint for how to reset a franchise, and that is why our staff is in such high demand. I think we need to prepare ourselves for the reality that a departure is likely. High-level executives do not turn down general manager opportunities, and coaches do not turn down head coaching jobs. It is the natural progression of a career. As fans and analysts, we should celebrate the fact that our people are being recognized because it means the team is doing something right. I am looking at the 2025 and 2026 draft classes, and there is a lot of talent that will be available in those middle rounds. Imagine adding a dynamic safety and a physical offensive tackle without having to give up any of your original picks. That is how you build a dynasty. That is how you ensure that the Bears stay competitive for the next decade. I have always believed that the best way to evaluate a general manager is not just by the players he signs, but by the people he surrounds himself with. Ryan Poles has clearly built a staff of heavy hitters, and now he might get rewarded for it. In summary, we are looking at a situation where a potential loss in the front office results in a significant gain on the draft board. It is a complex and fascinating part of the NFL's ecosystem. I will be monitoring every interview and every headline to see when these picks become official. The Chicago Bears are in a position of power, and that is a refreshing change for this fan base. To wrap things up, we are seeing the direct results of a successful organizational shift. The potential acquisition of 2 quality draft picks is the ultimate validation of the work being done at Halas Hall. It provides the team with more options, more talent, and a brighter future. I want to thank all of you for sticking with me through this deep dive into the technical side of the NFL. Your support means everything to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you haven't already, and keep those comments coming about where you are watching from. I will be back with more updates as soon as the news breaks. This is the kind of professional analysis you can expect here every single day. Bear down, and I will see you in the next one.